Hi, everybody. My name is John Helton, and I am the president and CEO of CareerRise, the organization that has helped sponsor and create the Career Compass Academy. I'm here to wish you a huge congratulations on completing the program and really acknowledging your perseverance on having spent the last few weeks with us, learning new skills, learning about new professions, meeting new people, and hopefully starting to build a network for yourself. This is one of my favorite things to do as part of my job. Oftentimes I am doing paperwork and looking at policy and budget and all that type of thing. It's really cool to spend time with you and to reflect with you on the success that you've had over the past few weeks and then what you're going to do with that success. One of my favorite people, public figures, is Maya Angelou. I hope that you all know who she is. If you don't, I hope that you look her up. And she has always said, nothing will work unless you do. And I really believe that. You have demonstrated in the past few weeks that you will work, that you have the perseverance and the talent to apply yourself and to go through the program. And then to take those things that you've learned these past few weeks, the new experiences, the new friendships and relationships, and really build on those for your future career pathway. So, on behalf of the entire Career Rise team here in Atlanta, we congratulate you. We thank you for joining us and being with us and learning and applying yourself. So winding it down, I just want to say again, congratulations on completing the program. Thank you for participating in it. We're really proud of the success that you've demonstrated so far. Really lean on each other, keep in contact with each other, keep in contact with CareerRise, and let us know what you need if there are things that come up in the future that we can help with your work or with your career. Have a great day. Congratulations.
Um, well, welcome to your journey. You have a long road ahead, and I don't mean that to scare you. I mean that in a very exciting way. My advice to you is that continuously keep learning, ask questions. If you're not sure who to ask questions to, there's Google will give you a lot of answers out there. So constant education of just getting sharper and sharper with the things that you know, things that you don't know. Be honest with yourself about where you lie in terms of skill set, and don't be afraid to reach out to a company like Novel Solutions or any other company to say, hey, can we shadow or do something to get more experience? I think anyone starting in the IT world, they don't realize, they think that you just have to go from getting the start to getting the job. But there is an in-between period where you still have to show that you're capable and that you're hungry enough to actually put in the work to actually get there. And that could be an internship for 2, 3 months. It can be anything, but as long as you're constantly learning, constantly rubbing shoulders or trying to contact people who can give you those kind of opportunities will help you go a long way. Uh, there's no such thing, and in IT, the only last advice, there's no such thing as a stupid question. And the reason I say that is because when you make assumptions, fail. If you ask and if you get clarity, then you will succeed. So in this journey, do not make assumptions, ask questions, reach out, and continuously keep on bettering yourself in terms of what you're able to do and what you're not able to do. Be really honest about.
I guess I'd just say I wish the best of luck to everyone out there getting a learning pathway or career or anything like that. You're going to do fabulous things. The fact that you're here with Career Rise and taking this opportunity is already one step above what a lot of people do. So definitely pat yourself on the back.
It's about being grounded. Um, don't be so quick to change. Don't be so quick to grow up that you start adding in everyone else's beliefs about yourself or about life. Don't be so quick to do that. Remember who you are. Remember how you've been raised. Um, if you have good parents, remember your parents. I don't want to say anyone has bad parents, but just remembering your upbringing, remembering your foundation, remembering what makes you you. I think is of the utmost importance because you get a lot of people that they get out there and they lose themselves in the money, they lose themselves in the recognition. But you always want to be grounded and stay true to yourself, so that your actions, so that your actions always align with your beliefs and align with the good person, right? That you're trying to be every day. So walk in that. walk in that. That's all I think.
I think that anytime that you're learning something new, remember that you're starting from the ground up. So it's important to remember that you don't have to be good at everything right away. And sometimes we give up on things when we're not the best at them immediately. So remember, building blocks take some time, and continue to find new things that you can be bad at for a little bit, so you can be better at them later. You never know when those skills are going to be useful for you, and you're never going to have more time than you do right now. So take advantage of that time and just learn some new skills. You never know where you're going to end up.
Um, I always take advantage of any situation that you can to learn something different, to learn a different concept. Networking is very important as well. There's the old saying that says, know what you know, but who you know. Take advantage to network, take advantage to be willing to learn something different. And don't forget too, one of the biggest things that you can do is teach others as well and give others the opportunity. You never know what's going to come down the line and when it comes to this road called life. You give somebody opportunity today, this person might hire you tomorrow because they might have a different career path and they have the ability to do so. Be kind, be nice, be willing to share, be willing to learn, and be willing to give somebody else a chance because those are going to give a chance to you as well.
Hey, graduates, I want to take a moment to celebrate you. Congratulations on completing the Career Compass Academy program. Over the past few weeks, you've not only learned skills, but you've also discovered exciting paths in industries that are shaping our future. This program is about exploration, finding what sparks your interest, understanding the endless possibilities, and realizing the amazing potential that each of you have. Your hard work and commitment have truly paid off, and we are so very proud of everything that you have accomplished. And this is just the beginning. Keep pushing forward, keep learning, and continue to pursue your dreams. We believe in you and are excited to watch you as you make your mark on the world. And we are always here cheering for you every step of the way. Congratulations.
I'm a machinist, and I wholeheartedly, say go into the machining field, but I will tell anybody and everybody that will listen, if you want to ensure that you always have a job, learn a skilled trade, whether it's electrical, HVAC, plumbing, machining, even painting, auto mechanics. If you learn a skilled trade, you will always be able to feed yourself and family because they're always going to be looking for them. But also by doing that, you allow yourself, if you do want to be a doctor, you afford yourself to be able to afford college while you're still earning a living, because nobody wants to start out their world, start out their adult life, $100,000 in debt. You see it's just wreaking havoc on a lot of young folks now. So if you learn a skilled trade, you'll be able to, make those bills a whole lot less burdensome.
One of the things that I love that my dad instilled in us as children is life is an adventure. And so whenever I would come to him and say, Dad, like, I'm scared of this next step, what is it going to be like? He would always say, this is just the next step in your adventure. So when you look at the world as something grand to be explored and to figure out, it's still scary, don't get me wrong, but it creates this excitement in you that's makes that scariness a little bit less and makes it more excitement instead of scared. And I think back to a lot of the things that I've done in my life and things that I'm doing now that are completely new and different to me, and looking at them through the eyes of, oh, this is just going to be the next step in the adventure, just makes it so much more excitable. And so I definitely encourage you guys to think through life with that mindset too, of, I may be taking this next step in my career, or maybe I'm making a career change, but this is just the next adventure. And what am I going to learn and grow from because of it? don't be afraid of working hard. You know, like it's you may not be taking the traditional route, right? But there are so many things in this world that people need. I didn't know half of the things until I became a recruiter. And then suddenly I start talking to people and I'm like, oh, you're the person in hospitals who goes and picks up used needles and then takes them to, like, I never would have thought that that would be a career that someone would do. So, like, the world is your oyster. And just because it's not the traditional path doesn't mean that it's any less valid or it could be any less fulfilling. And I mean, really, like what I said earlier, the sky's the limit. It really is, as long as you work hard and keep an open mind and don't be afraid, you know? And if you are afraid, do it afraid anyways. Because courage isn't about, being not afraid. It's about doing the thing even though you're scared. So definitely make sure that you are, and by taking this course, like you're taking that first step, and that's really awesome. So keep going.
You know, my additional information I would share with those that are interested in, or just kind of starting out, maybe in a level of uncertainty with your chosen career path. Um, in the time that we're living in, I think certainly there are tremendous opportunities to pursue many interests, whether that is a person to person perspective or maybe in through technology in a remote or field based capacity. Don't be afraid to try different things. I think even in the world of hospitality, we have now evolved into maybe when you're checking in a hotel, you may not have a physical person there to greet you and to welcome you and give you a key packet. Now, you may use your handheld device to check into the room, pay for your room, access the room with your room key, and maybe not talk to anyone during your stay. So, with that said, just be interested and open to trying different things and to see where your interest lies with respect to a career path.
Congratulations on finishing Career Compass Academy. My name is Jackie Joyce. I am the operations director here at Career Rise, and I am honored to be able to celebrate a milestone with you and this achievement and getting through this program. I was one of the facilitators of our very first Career Compass Academy cohort, and I got to listen to a lot of students and your guys' feedback on the program and listen to a lot of our panelists and learn about their career journeys and learn just as much as you all did about the different industries and about what different jobs are like and looked through a billion different resumes. So I know how much work you guys have put in over the last couple of weeks to complete all of your courses and your modules. And I'm just so proud of you for sticking to it and getting through all of the assignments in this program. Career Compass Academy was started to help students like you who might not know exactly what that next step in your career pathway looks like. Maybe you have some idea and this was validating for you. For some of you, you have no idea what to do. But what we hope is at the end of the day, you guys have a general idea and sense of what your next steps are to take you on the next part of your career path. So, having listened to just as many panelists as you have throughout the course of this program, I have two big pieces of advice to share with you and make sure that we really reinforce through this program. And the first one is to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That is something that we heard and hear regularly from professionals in their career paths is that the best next step in their career path came from them maybe taking on a promotion or being a part of a project that they were not necessarily sure that they could do, or going and talking to somebody about, a job opportunity that they might have be available, or asking somebody to be your mentor and getting advice from them. So definitely get comfortable with being uncomfortable and be able to be willing to take those risks to be able to take that next step in your career. The second thing, and one of the reasons why we start a lot of our questions with our panelists is tell us about your career path, because career paths are not always very linear. Some people are very blessed with knowing exactly what they want to do throughout their life, and they take perfect steps to get there that are probably still even a little windy. But for most of us, you go to school or you get your first job and you keep moving towards things that bring you joy, that you're good at, that you like. And your career path can take very windy roads to get to where you are at the end of your career. So don't be afraid of that. Don't think that your career has to be perfect, linear, without any fumbles or restarts or pivots. Know that it's very normal for career paths to be something that is very incremental to get you where you want to go. So remember, Career Rise is always there for you. We're so grateful to have had you participate in this journey with us. And I just want to wish you congratulations one more time and wish you good luck on your next step.